Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5:30.
We begin tonight with a developing story. Several Minnesota schools went into a soft lockdown this afternoon after the Minnesota Bureau of Criminal Apprehension discovered an online threat. Here are the schools that we know for sure issued a code yellow today. They are Detroit Lakes, Perham, Wadena, Frazee, Pelican Rapids, New York Mills, Warren, Alvarado, Oslo, and Grigla, Minnesota. Now, there are likely many others that were placed under a code yellow, which means the doors were locked, but classes continue as usual. Here's what we know at this hour. Minnesota BCA tell us someone made a post from an online chat room saying they were thinking about shooting up a northern Minnesota school. No particular school, however, was pointed out, and the location from where that post was made has not yet been determined. Clay County Sheriff Bill Berquist says his office received a message from the BCA about the threat, but he says he doesn't know if any Clay County schools took extra security measures. This is an ongoing investigation, so be sure to stick with Valley News Live for any updates on this story. And this was the scene last night on the Veterans Bridge between Fargo and Moorhead. Protesters lining the sidewalks rallying against the Dakota Access Pipeline. Now today it appears the fight in the FM area isn't over, with the focus now shifting to the West Acres Mall later this week. And there could be some cash in it for you, and possibly some jail time as well. Valley News Team's Bradford Eric has a story you'll only see first.
This Friday, let's meet at West Acres Mall and shut it down. That's part of this Craigslist post urging those opposing the Dakota Access Pipeline to gather. But the thing is, whoever posted this is offering you a nice little chunk of change, too. Paid protesters needed, #NoDAPL. That's the title of the post. The person behind it saying they've quit their job and cashed in their 401k. They offer $1,000 cash if you quit your job and join them full-time too. But if you want to keep your day job, showing up at the mall could net you a cool $50 instead. And maybe even a free ride in a police car.
I think they have a right to protest, but I don't think they have a right to shut down.
No, it's definitely one way to do it. But I mean, if you're just getting paid $50 and you don't really actually believe in it, you're just there for the money, then you know, it kind of defeats the purpose, I think.
I do believe after speaking with administration here that they will not be allowing protests.
The mall issued this statement saying it's private property and they, quote, do not want to be a venue for protests as they pose a disruption. And police say they're prepared to deal with any event.
The minute that that protest moves on to private property and that property owner does not want that protest occurring, there's state laws that guard against that, and we as a police department are prepared to enforce those laws.
This isn't the first time we've run into this idea of paid protesters. President-elect Donald Trump repeatedly alluding to the idea of professionals out demonstrating in the streets. And remember, there are crowdsourced websites too that have raised millions for the Dakota Access protest camp. Christine?
All right, thank you, Bradford. We posted the full Craigslist ad online. Just click on this story at valleynewslive.com for more information. The snow that our storm team has been talking about for several days is still on track for this area. Robert, when will it arrive and what does it look like?
Yeah, it looks like it's still on time. It'll be arriving as we head through the day tomorrow. More on that in just a minute. Right now, we do have winter storm watches and blizzard watches in effect for parts of the area. Our southern counties in the pink there in a blizzard watch, winter storm watch. Into the yellow, that includes the Ellendale, Fargo, Moorhead area and on up towards the Bemidji and Badette areas. The blizzard watch, Fergus Falls, Hankinson, Sisseton, and the Gwinner area. We could see some very rough conditions in these areas. How much snow are we talking about? Well, here's the estimate right now, and this will likely change as things get fine-tuned as we head through the next 24 hours or so, but this is how it's looking right now. Suffice it to say, our southeastern two-thirds of our area will see some significant snows. Travel will become very difficult late tomorrow on into tomorrow night and early on to Friday. And in some cases, particularly down in the blizzard watch, travel may become impossible. Temperature-wise today, one more nice day out there. It's still 56 degrees here in the Fargo-Moorhead area, 50 in Gwinner and Jamestown. Winds, they're light, but they'll become stronger as we head through the next couple of days. Cloud cover, it'll be on the increase as we head through the overnight hours and into tomorrow. Not a whole lot of precip out there, but that will change as we head through the day tomorrow. More on the forecast, including when to expect snow in your area, coming up in just a few minutes.
All right, Robert. And as a reminder, you can stay up to date on the weather conditions where you are anytime on your smartphone or tablet. Just download the Storm Team Weather app and you can get the latest weather conditions and even follow the radar live. Just search VNL Weather in the App Store. North Dakota State University President Dean Brashani has come under fire in recent months. The State Board of Higher Education put his contract extension on hold after June. But today, the board voted on what's next for Brashani. They decided he will lead NDSU until June 2018, as long as he stays the duration of his contract. The board voted 7-1 to extend the president's contract, which is now in line with 10 other college presidents all across the state. Board Chair Kathleen Nessett said Brashani made considerable improvements in the past several months in benchmarks the group set out for him. That included teamwork, communication, IT, and research. Several members urged a yes vote based on support from the NDSU community.
It has been very humbling. The overwhelming support of the students, the faculty, the staff, alumni, colleagues from around the nation has been absolutely heartfelt by me and overwhelming in some senses.
Former NDSU football coach Don Morton was the only one to vote no. He declined a request for comment. Second-degree manslaughter charges have been filed against a Minnesota police officer in the shooting death of a black motorist. You may remember this cell phone video that was streamed live on Facebook. The day 32-year-old Philando Castile was shot to death during a traffic stop in July. Castile's girlfriend was in the car with him when St. Anthony police officer Geronimo Yanez stopped the vehicle for a broken taillight. A Ramsey County prosecutor says Castile told the officer he had a gun. However, the prosecutor said there's no evidence Castile ever tried to remove the gun from his pocket, and that officer Yanez's use of deadly force was not justified.
At exactly 9:05 p.m., Castile's vehicle came to a complete stop next to the curb, 8 seconds after Officer Yanez activated his squad lights. Approximately 1 minute later, Officer Yanez shot Philando Castile 7 times, killing him.
Yanez is scheduled to make his first court appearance on Friday afternoon. If you are planning to fly out of Fargo today, the carry-on bag screening is going to take longer than usual. The TSA at Hector International Airport says they started experiencing issues with the carry-on screening equipment. As a result, there will be longer wait times. The TSA is asking you to consider checking your bag rather than waiting at the security checkpoint. They also recommend arriving 2 hours prior to your flight, just to make sure you have enough time to get through security. The Minnesota Vikings announced today the signing of free agent kicker Kai Forbath. This all comes after Blair Walsh was released yesterday after a string of failed field goal attempts. Forbath was one of 6 kickers who tried out last week in an audition to replace the struggling Walsh. Forbath's first game will be on Sunday when the Vikings take on Arizona at U.S. Bank Stadium. West Fargo Public Schools started a fundraising page to honor Cheyenne High School principal Greg Gruters, who died on Monday. Donations will go to the West Fargo Educational Foundation and will be used to provide grants to West Fargo teachers and parents and students. Gruters died at Saturday at palliative care. He had been battling cancer. The district says he continued to go to school just days before his death. Funeral services will be held at 4 o'clock this Friday at Cathedral of St. Mary in Fargo. The visitation is from 5 until 7 tomorrow night. So if you would like to make a donation, head over to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. A new program at Grand Forks Schools aims to fix a student problem that's much larger than people realize. The Classes That Care Fund will provide school meals to students who find themselves temporarily unable to pay. As Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, it's designed so that all of us can help.
It's lunchtime at Discovery Elementary School. 35% of all students in the Grand Forks School District receive federal help to pay for lunch or breakfast. In the Grand Forks School District, there are over 2,600 students who qualify for a federal program that gives them free or reduced prices for lunch. However, from time to time, there are many other students who go without because their family just didn't quite qualify for the program. Unexpected expenses can sometimes leave families without enough left over for school lunch.
It could be medical, temporary medical expenses, emergency car repair. So this fund will support those students with money for breakfast, and or lunch and cold milk as well.
It's your donation to the Classes That Care Fund that provides the money for the extra meals. Officials say social workers at each school know which kids need help.
They know when this stuff is going on, so they will come to me and say, X student is in a situation and it'd be very helpful if they had $20 put into their lunch account.
It's really important that all kids, regardless of their social economic background, that they have the opportunity to eat lunch here like all kids.
Officials say 100% of your donation goes to meals for students. In Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
If you'd like to donate or learn more about this fund for student meals, we have a link for you online. Just go to valleynewslive.com and click on this story. With the 2016 deer gun season winding down in North Dakota, a change in weather may be just what hunters are looking for. Doug Lear with the North Dakota Game and Fish says the colder temperatures should have the deer moving around a little bit more. And after the deer season wraps up, hunters will have more late fall hunting options coming up on Monday.
National wildlife refuges across the state that open up to upland game hunting. And again, what we want to make sure is people check ahead. It's not every refuge. It's not all the property on every refuge.
National Wildlife Refuge hunting is open through January 8th. As with every year, some lands that have been never hunted before will be opened by Game and Fish for pheasant and sharp-tailed grouse. Some major grated cheese brands have been hit by a recall. So how to know if you have it in your fridge? Well, that's still ahead tonight.
Winter weather advisories, winter storm watches and warnings, blizzard watches stretching all the way from Utah and Colorado right on through northern Minnesota. As a winter storm begins to take shape in the Rocky Mountains and it's taking aim on the Southern Valley. We'll have your forecast details on the storm coming up right after this.